Critical European Championship qualifying game. In white shirts, get it underway, attacking the goal to our left. And here's John Barnes. And an infringement early on before that ball was played to Barnes. Sanson with it, bringing in Gary Stevens. It's exactly the same England side that beat Turkey 8-0. And an offside flag against Vojevic on the far side, and a free kick to England. It's Terry Butcher to John Barnes. Back to Peter Shilton, winning his 94th cap here this afternoon. We're just about an hour ahead of you. It's coming up to 20 minutes to 5 here. Peter Beardsley looking for a goal from him today. 17 caps and only 3 goals for Peter. And I think that's not as rich a harvest as many would like to have had from him. Although he has made some excellent goals for the likes of Gary Lineker. It'll be a tough, uncompromising game, you can be sure of that. Here's Gary Stevens. And a throw for Yugoslavia. Elsner. Poor ball there, Barnes almost able to cut it out. Robson getting heavily involved, and suddenly Yugoslavia were breaking there, but Butcher will get it back by way of a little dummy by Gary Stevens to Peter Shilton. Beardsley might get in behind them here. And Asso, and England ahead! A mistake by the Yugoslavs. And, well, we were talking about Peter Beardsley not getting quite the goals that we want for England. But here, with less than 4 minutes gone, a mistake in the Yugoslav defence. A backward header, they didn't pick up Beardsley. And Elsner not getting in there, and it's into the back of the net. A great sight for England. And we see it now from another angle as the game goes on. And Beardsley just sticking out the leg, the goalkeeper stranded, and a nightmare for the Yugoslav defence. And a real glint of daylight now for England, a goal up, the best possible start. Ball with the number 7, Stojkovic, for Yugoslavia. Covering needs to be done on the far side. Gary Stevens going out there to do it. So important when you've gone up like this is to get 1 or 2 tackles in now to prevent Yugoslavia getting back quickly into this game. Robson involved, trying to get Lineker away. Linaric. The mistake was the sweepers, Elsner. And it says a lot for Beardsley that it looked a lost cause, but not in his mind. That's a free kick. Foul there by Tony Adams on the Yugoslavia captain, Zlatko Vojevic. Shilton needing to line that wall up. Begic, who is usually their dead ball man, lined up behind it. So too is Stojkovic and Mlinaric. It's Begic who's going to take the free kick. And quite easily handled by Shilton. Begic, who scored from the penalty spot against Northern Ireland last month in a 3-0 victory in Sarajevo for Yugoslavia. Up goes Robson, wins it in the air bravely. Here's Barnes. Place still buzzing with that early breakthrough by England. Lineker running for this one, but it's a throw to England. Sanson. Well, are they playing another dangerous game? Almost. And Lineker was very near to getting in, but it looks as though the clash with the goalkeeper has left Rajnic down. The best possible start then for England, Brian Clough.
Well, it's a typical English striker's goal, Brian. You and everybody who follows football in this country will know what I'm talking about. In other European countries, it had been given up as a lost cause. This one of Lineker's a good example also. You don't get strikers in other parts of the world going in for 50-50 balls like that. Other European strikers duck out. That's why ours are in so much demand, and they find themselves in Spain and other parts of the world.
I know another philosophy of yours is one that I mentioned there, is that once you've scored like that, you do need to get a tackle or two in very quickly to stop them coming back.
It's an absolute essential rule, and I'm sick of giving rules away on television, actually, because all these young and up-and-coming managers seem to learn them very quickly. But it's absolutely essential to get the ball immediately you've scored. Once you've got the ball, the opposition can do very little about it, you know.
Well, there's a happy guy, although he doesn't look it at the moment.
Oh, the relief will be absolutely surging through his veins, and the elation will come a little bit, you know, in a little bit time as the match progresses.
Well, Ravnic with a really bloody nose there. He's a good keeper, and the news I have that might get a few English managers listening is that he desperately wants to come and play in England. He's a quality Yugoslav international goalkeeper. Plays for Rijeka up on the coast near the Italian border, and apparently is available now, so he's set out his stall. Well, here we are now with Yugoslavia. This is their number 7, Stojkovic. Elsner, whose mistake it was that let Beardsley in for that opening England goal. Sanson battling away. Robson getting involved as well. To Vojevic, the captain, and number 11. Identical twin brother playing at right back for Yugoslavia today, and a good jump by Gary Stevens, getting the ball away for England. Robson again, and yes, I thought the feet were a little too high there by Trevor Steven, and a free kick given to Yugoslavia. Beardsley coming back, doing a nice tidying up job there. It'll put a spring in England's stride, and everybody will want to work just that little bit harder now. Stojkovic. Good ball played in there quite firmly, and the danger also is giving away these free kicks on the edge of the area. Terry Butcher on that occasion. Now, this might just be a problem for England. I imagine Begic will be pretty heavily involved. And now it does call for a disciplined lining up of this wall by Shilton. Plenty in it by the look of it. Stojkovic is behind it, as though he's the man who's going to take this shot to try and pierce that wall and bring Yugoslavia back into it. But he can't get it through the wall. Elsner now. Up goes Tony Adams. Trevor Steven didn't quite get a touch on it. So here come Yugoslavia again. Balnic that was. Now the full-back down the left flank. One of the 7 players who played at Wembley a year ago, the left back. And England winkling it away there. Stephen not really giving the right sort of ball to get it away, though. Elsner. Mlinaric. Balgic. Mlinaric. First little signs of frustration in the crowd. They are a very impatient crowd always, the Yugoslavs. Sanson getting heavily involved. Good challenge and a ball well won there by Kenny Sanson. He's got Lineker away on his left. Beardsley again waiting in the middle. And a corner for England. England's first of the game with 11 minutes gone. If you've just joined us, the very good news is that England are a goal up thanks to the work of Peter Beardsley. Yugoslavia 0, England 1 after 4 minutes. Now coming towards the 12th minute of the game. Corner played in a little low. Well, there are plenty of English white shirts going in there, and in the end it was Beardsley who dragged it wide, but the whistle had gone. Stojkovic. Oh, a lovely little flick there, down to Vojovic. This is the skipper, Zlatko Vojovic. Elsner. Need to get a tackle in here. As the Yugoslavs make another good break down that left flank with a cross coming in. And Terry Butcher using that 6'4" well, finding John Barnes, and now a chance for Barnes to drag the ball away for England. Trying to get Lineker on his way, but it never looked likely to beat the defender. Vojovic, Mlinaric, Stojkovic. That's Zoran Vojovic giving the ball away. Trevor Steven coming through, brought down England's free kick. Steven for the moment down. Let's hope not for long. Fred Street makes a sprightly 50-yard sprint. One or two very good headers already from Terry Butcher. And one good break by Kenny Sanson. And we're looking for another Rio-type goal from John Barnes today. So far, they've settled down fairly well. Well, they say 11 caps for John Barnes. I think it's more likely to be 33. Still very murky on that far side. I think that's Trevor Steven over there. Yes, Trevor Steven. If anything, the mist seems to have got just a little bit thicker. And now Lineker. Played inside, but sadly for England there wasn't a white shirt there, but the danger certainly threatened for a moment for Yugoslavia again, and now it's swung to the other end here. Stojkovic. In comes Barnes to retrieve the situation for England. Adams finding Neil Webb. Lineker battling for it here and losing out to Mlinaric. And And Beardsley complaining there about an infringement inside the box. And the referee agreed, and England have an indirect free kick. My mind was distracted for a moment there. I'm wondering maybe back in London if anybody had a clue as to what that was for.
Yeah, Brian, what it is when the goalkeeper rolls the ball and it's still within his penalty area, he's not allowed to have it back and pick it up.
Yeah. Beardsley was quick to spot it, Brian.
Yep,
The referee agreed.
The appeals went straight up and the referee gave it straight away, but it isn't indirect. But it's in a very, 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 very dodgy position. That's for the opposition.
Well, here's Robson and Barnes. Beardsley. An indirect free kick. It'll be a little touch that Robson plays off for somebody, I would think. Barnes with a shot! And we're 2 ahead. Well, there couldn't be a better start for England than this. 16 minutes gone, and England 2 goals to the good. And still not a flicker of emotion from the England manager. Touch there for John Barnes, rifling that left foot shot past Ravnic, and England 2-0 ahead. The most brilliant start possible. Hit with great power. Now it's going to need a comeback of some proportions now from Yugoslavia, but England's concentration must remain high. Barnes again. Sanson. Lineker, no, got caught up there. Smilarik. Stojkovic. And Neil Webb dispossessing him, playing it quite comfortably to John Barnes. A great start this for England. Hadzibegic getting that one away. Katanic, number 4. Mlinaric. Straight to Webb. On to Lineker. Elsner's there with him and gets the ball away for the England throw. Webb. Robson's coming through. Can this be? That's a free kick, certainly. Brutally taken down on the edge of the box. Just when it looked as though the England captain was going to make another of those telling and surging runs of his from the midfield. So Beardsley 4 minutes, Barnes 17 minutes if you just joined us from this European Championship qualifier in Belgrade. England leading by 2-0. Barnes behind this one as well, as you can see. Beardsley number 9. Beardsley curling and flicked away by the keeper Ravnic for an English corner. Which Trevor Stephen will take. Might be something here. It's another one. And Gary Lineker. No, I think it may be Robson. There it is. Into the back of the net. And England now 3 goals up. The whistles all around this ground now. No doubt about it. There's the number 7 shirt. And there's Robson into the back of the net for England's third goal. Robson away. Slipped by Butcher. And a free kick to England. I tell you what, here, Brian, you almost have to look at the scoreboard to believe what exactly has happened in this, opening 20 minutes of the game.
Incredible start for us. If we'd have been dreaming for 3 weeks, we couldn't have envisaged this type of thing. And there've been 3 quality goals as well. No scrambles, nothing like that. The free kick was an exceptionally good one. And if we get a chance to have a look at it at half-time, I'll mark your card what happened.
We're a throw on the far side then. And a free kick to Yugoslavia. Norwich, free kick to the Yugoslavs, who are looking a bit demoralised, as you might well expect now. Stojkovic now for Yugoslavia. Some very good defending that time by Robson. There's the corner. Norwich, the number 8. It's crossed in once more. Gary Stevens only half getting that one away. Robson with another touch, finding Barnes. A little touch by him to Kenny Sanson. Barnes again, taking it that time from Lineker. Now Lineker. Robson. Beardsley. Stephen on the far side. Stevens has made a good run for him. Trevor Stephen to Brian Robson. Right in there now for England. Played in once more for Lineker! And somehow Ravnich got it wide, and it was so close to being number 4. Instead, it's a corner for England. Just wide off the keeper. Barnes takes the corner. Butcher's gone forward. Oh, and it's another one! And this time it's, of all things, it's Adams. They're flying it everywhere. And Tony Adams, who's never scored for England before, gets in there with a massive header to make it 4. Well, it's an astonishing game now, and really, as a competition, it's almost over. It's a question, really, of how many England can get. And when you think they got 8 against Turkey, followed up with another 4 here, and in this group, they've yet to concede a goal themselves. It's a fabulous record. Let's hope the fog stays away. I must say, it does appear to be that little bit murkier. Barnes. And the score, I gather, in Bulgaria at the moment, the latest score is Bulgaria 0, Scotland 0. Long ball cleared away, cut out that time by the Yugoslav defence. Katanic, and an offside against Vojevic. Beardsley shakes his head. I would have thought that's what something like 50,000 Yugoslavs are doing here in this stadium at the moment. And they're making a substitution already, the Yugoslavs. They're taking off Elsner. He was the sweeper whose first mistake led to the first England goal, and bringing on in his place number 14, Jankovic, who plays for Real Madrid. But 4 down in 24 minutes. England again, playing so sharply and with so much confidence now, as indeed they should be. Stevens on the far side. Stojkovic. Beardsley to Barnes. Sanson up ahead of him. Naric. And look at Beardsley right back there, getting heavily involved in that midfield battle and getting it back to Peter Shilton. Katanic. Stojkovic. Robson. Barnes. Sanson. Chance for a break now for the Yugoslavs. Kadanic's pass going astray, and a throw though to Yugoslavia. 29 minutes of this European Championship qualifier gone. Yugoslavia 0, England 4. Valjic. Sanson for England, now Barnes. Beardsley. Barnes. Lineker up there. There's Robson. And away goes Trevor Steven. Lineker's up there with him. Lineker's pulled away. Steven's shot quite easy for the keeper. Feet too high by Neil Webb. Free kick to Yugoslavia. Katanic. Barnes, rather. From Beardsley to Barnes, Robson to Stevens. Playing like a home side at the moment, England. Well, if you've just tuned in and have missed the opening, 30 minutes of this game, what an amazing scoreline that this is. Yugoslavia 0, England 4. Beardsley, Barnes, Robson and Adams, the scorers. So half an hour gone, quarter of an hour of this first half remaining. And England truly on their way to the European Championship finals in West Germany next summer. And certainly with a result like this, we'll have quite a few national managers around Europe scratching their heads and wondering who might well be the favourites for those championships. Stojkovic, stopped by Sanson, helped by Barnes. Played in again there to Neil Webb. Stephen. Gary Stevens has made a tremendous run down the right for him. But the Yugoslavs get the possession again. Terribly difficult with the naked eye to see anything on that far side of the field. You've got a much better view, I have to say, with your sets at home. There's Neil Webb, at any rate, we can recognise him. Free kick on the far side to be taken. No, it's a throw. It's with Robson. It's Trevor Stephen. We're playing it in, but a goal kick. Katanic. Beardsley snapping away there, but still gets the ball back. It's Vojevic. Interesting ball played through there, but Butcher very positive in his defending there for England. Katanic. Trying to get the ball through to Vokri, but it's Beardsley, and now Robson. Good play here by England, and Stevens, though, not quite able to get to that one. It's cut off there by Lineker. Comes back to Vojevic. Linaric, given away again. Trevor Stephen for England. Lineker waiting in the middle. Beardsley is in there too, and Robson. And a corner for England. 12 minutes of the first half remaining. Barnes taking the corner, and another one. Robson, it'll come through for another one. No, disallowed. Whistles from the Yugoslav crowd there. I can't think why, but Tony Adams right in there once more. Played in by Robson. Here's Neil Webb. And Lineker chasing. Gets it to Barnes. Butcher. Now Yankovic. Stopped by Robson. Stephen to Stevens. Stephen. Sivegic. Baljic. Katanic. Come Yugoslavia. Bojovic, the captain. With some support from Stojkovic. Baljic. Stojkovic, and Robson a long way back to Shilton. Well, the Yugoslav manager, Ivica Osim, was quoted a little while ago as saying, "I have the players and I have the tactics to beat England." He certainly has had to do a massive rethink on that bold quote. With England leading here by 4-0, with about 8 minutes to go to half-time. Sanson getting that away to safety. By Adams, and Baljic blasting it way over the top. Yugoslavs claiming a corner. But a goal kick it is. Yugoslavs at the moment reluctant to let the ball come back. Another thing the Yugoslav manager was saying before today was that they would have preferred to have played this on a tight little ground that is used just for football, where the atmosphere would have been right. I think wherever they would have played it on this form, they would have been struggling against England, and certainly the support they've been getting from the terraces is not to be sniffed at. The Yugoslav crowd have been fairly firmly behind them until that third and fourth disaster hit them. Well, a substitute ball is on, and Shilton will now get the goal kick. And we gather from Sofia the half-time score between Bulgaria and Scotland is 0-0. Beardsley playing it on, but Lineker caught offside. Bojovic might come back to him again. Stevens doing his best to hold him up. Crossing there once more though, but Shilton will get to this one quite comfortably. And in truth, in the opening 40 minutes of the game, the English goal has hardly been threatened. Five minutes to go to half-time. And it's worth repeating again, if you just joined us, England, an extraordinary European Championship game here, leading Yugoslavia by 4-0. But now Butcher couldn't be sure that he could get that pass back to Peter Shilton, decided on the safe way out with the throw, with the ball whacked into touch. Webb, the long ball clear. Lineker on the chase, but Vojevic brought down, and a free kick to Yugoslavia. Jankovic. Bazdarovic, number 10. And a free kick to Yugoslavia. Brought Katanic forward for this one. Tall midfield player. Obstruction there by, hard to see who that is. That's Peter Beardsley. I think that's Peter Beardsley on the far side. The mist continues to thicken marginally as Yugoslavia take another free kick, and a good one, and Stojkovic returning it from Shilton's punch way over the top, and a goal kick. So 3 minutes from the interval, England leading by 4-0. Beardsley and Barnes, Brian Robson and Tony Adams, his first goal for England. Kick there by Barnes, but Sanson tidying up quite comfortably again. Back to Shilton. Stephen on the far side. Webb. Gary Stevens played in early. Robson. Adams, back to Shilton. Vojevic, the brother of the captain, but a poor clearance, and England in possession with Robson playing the leading role again. Webb on the far side, Lineker lurking once again in that 6-yard area, but this time the Yugoslavs get it away, which they failed to do on 4 occasions in the opening 24 minutes, and now get a free kick. So 33 yards or so out, that's just to the left of centre, 5 in the England wall, and 1 minute of the first half remaining. And derisive shouts from the crowd as Hatzibegic's free kick goes way over Shilton's crossbar. Sanson. Webb. And now Robson. Gary Stevens. Lidaric. Katanic. Led away once more by Tony Adams. John Barnes now for England. That's the Revic. Katanic away on his right. Nothing coming off there for the Yugoslavs as they find Peter Beardsley again, and now Trevor Steven back to Peter Beardsley. Lineker's making all sorts of runs for him, and then they weren't for once on that same wavelength. Lineker came inside, Beardsley's pass went outside, and here come Yugoslavia again. But England still leading 4-0 into time added on for stoppages at the end of the first half. Play on, says the referee there, so Beardsley's on his way. And Webb as well. Lineker again waiting in the middle, but Vojevic back to his keeper, Ravnic. Half-time whistle, and what a brilliant... Well, they're going to get the second half underway. A forlorn prospect indeed for them. Jankovic. Played 3 games this season, the Yugoslavs. They lost to Russia and to Italy, and then of course beat Northern Ireland by 3-0. But this so far has been a humiliation for them, an absolutely sensational performance by England. Hadzibegic playing back as a sweeper at the moment. Baljic. Jankovic, who's had so much success with Real Madrid, quite easily cut out there by Kenny Sanson, and here come England again. Barnes for Sanson, in for Lineker. There's the Revic. Forcing the ball out wide here for Milaric. Robson there trying to get an early challenge in, but fails on this occasion. Adams brings the ball away to Trevor Steven. Lineker. Stevens. Katanic. Vojevic. Stojkovic on the far side. And a free kick, no, not given. Robson gets it away. Beardsley off in pursuit and gets there first. He's got Gary Lineker up as well. Now he's brought down. That is a free kick for England. Goal after 4 minutes by Peter Beardsley. Only his 4th for his country. Now winning his 18th cap. Barnes will take the free kick, although Robson's going across there as well. Trevor Steven too. Lineker, Beardsley and Webb waiting in the middle. Robson in fact just went across to have a word. Barnes floating it in. Robson might get a touch. Lineker playing wide, and Trevor Steven putting it way over the top for a goal kick for Yugoslavia. I don't think the mist has got any worse over the last quarter of an hour or so. Jankovic. Baljic. And a throw to Yugoslavia. Katanic. Some better play there by the Yugoslavs. That's the crispest passing we've seen from them so far, but still broken up by England as Barnes finds Robson, then releases Sanson, plays it now for Lineker. Barnes again, Lineker. And Bazdarevic breaks that one up for Yugoslavia. Robson's touch, John Barnes. Barnes once more, some delightful play again by England here. Barnes seeking to get round his man and is obstructed. A free kick conceded there by Zoran Vojovic. Taken quickly by Sanson. Beardsley hoping to get on the end of it and hoping in turn to find Lineker, but gets a corner for England. 4 minutes of the second half gone. England leading by 4 goals to 0, all scored in the first 24 minutes of the game. Again, Adams up for this one. Beardsley and Lineker too. Played towards Adams. Barnes. Adams once more. Stephen letting Barnes in again for England. This could be another possibility here, as Webb has a shot pushed away brilliantly by the goalkeeper. The first real save that a Yugoslav goalkeeper's made, and now the break's on at the other end. A foul by Beardsley, a free kick to Yugoslavia. On Jankovic. Jankovic. Bazdarevic. Mlinaric. Valjic. Webb losing touch there on the first occasion, but eventually they get it away, helped by Gary Stevens. Vojovic, Hadzibegic, Jankovic, Stojkovic, Jankovic, Hadzibegic again. A little more style about the Yugoslavs in this second half. England with that most comfortable cushion of 4 goals. Back by Katanic to his goalkeeper, Radaka. Gary Stevens, and a throw. Katanic. Easily cut out by Robson. Now maybe the Yugoslavs can get in. The flag stays down, but Gary Stevens, time to get it away. Webb, no, didn't get a contact. Vojovic, captain. Valjic. Katanic. Claim for a handball there against Tony Adams, and a free kick to Yugoslavia. Shilton poised and alert. Behind it, Stojkovic. And Mlinaric. Stojkovic. Goal kick to England. little more urgency, Brian Clough, if you can hear me now, about Yugoslavia in the second half.
Oh, it's inevitable they've got to have a little bit of a spell. Nobody can be overrun in a 90 minutes game of football as much as they were in the first half, Brian. So they'll come back 5 or 10 minutes. But if we're lucky enough or good enough, which I think we will be, to get another goal, you'll see them go back down to where they finished in the first half. We are still playing with that confidence, but it's inevitable that the touch of urgency goes out of the play. We know we're, you know, homeward bound, so to speak, regarding the result. But we'll keep plugging in. I think we'll get one.
Beardsley finding Barnes. Beardsley bringing in Sanson. Good team play again by England. And Beardsley almost getting on the end of that one as well. But the left full-back, Baljic, getting it away. But Sanson again. Some good runs as Kenny Sanson, but that pass went astray to Katanec. Baljic, the fullback. Lenaric taken out of the play by Trevor Steven. And we gather still no score in Bulgaria, and Don Howe, as you can see, creating now a bit of urgency in that England side. And here it's, of course, Yugoslavia 0, England 4. In goes Adams. Up goes Barnes. Lineker seeking, and John Barnes takes it on. Might go all the way. Trevor Steven in there too. Flattened, but no free kick. And Yugoslavia under threat again, can get it away to Mlinaric. Making this run down the left, and the ball is cleared to Trevor Steven. Lineker. Stevens. Foul on Trevor Steven. Halfway through the first half in Prague, still Czechoslovakia 0, Wales 0. Neil Webb. That's a delightful ball played by him for Trevor Steven. Crossed in once more, and a corner for England. Which Barnes will take. Tony Adams and Terry Butcher both coming forward for this one. Seeking goal number 5. Beardsley being called to the referee about something. But nothing very serious. As Barnes now takes this corner for England. And the keeper fisting that one away. Barnes once more. And a goal kick. I'm just wondering, Brian Clough, too, how impressed you've been by the balance in this England side. Stephen, who's done some good work down the right. Sanson, who's balanced things up nicely down the left. And there's a good-looking style about the whole side, isn't there?
Well, balance is the operative word and the important word as well. When I was looking at the team sheet before the match started and I saw 4 on young Stephen, I thought, you know, what is he going to play? But it's worked out absolutely brilliantly. You've got the pace of Kenny Sanson from a left-back down that side, and you've got Barnes being allowed some freedom, which he's never been allowed in his life until he moved to Liverpool. And he's playing on a stage now which he could have been on 2 or 3 years ago. It's not a criticism of Graham Taylor's style of play, but it's not coincidence either that Barnes has blossomed since he's now getting the ball more often at his feet instead of coming down with snow on it. Everybody's style to everybody's taste, and it's done Graham proud over the years, but the game was designed to play on the floor, and it will always be that way. I watched the England youth side play a couple of weeks ago, and I was a little bit concerned that they were kicking it around far too much. I just hope it's stamped out immediately, because the big team have given an exhibition how it should be played.
Thank you, Brian. As Shilton throws it out, and the exhibition continues with Trevor Stephen finding Gary Stevens. Now, when you think about it, in the well, we've had what, nearly a quarter of an hour of the second half, an hour of the game gone, and Peter Shilton yet really being forced to make a serious save. And England still not having conceded a goal in their group matches so far. Having played 5, this is the 6th. And having scored 12 in their last 2 so far. Here's Sanson, who's had a fine game, but losing out that time. And there's a gap developed down there that Stojkovic might be able to exploit for Yugoslavia. Played inside for Jankovic. But then it grinds to a halt again, and away come England. Trevor Stephen. And an England throw. A man with a problem. The Yugoslav manager, Ossi. Foul throw, it goes to Yugoslavia, taken by Katanec. Beardsley hurrying away there. Little touch by Robson. And look at Beardsley. And Barnes outside him. And all it needs is a good pass. It's got it. And is this the next one? No! Saved by the keeper. Well, they were torn apart there as they came anxiously forward, the Yugoslavs, and they could be torn apart again here as Barnes takes it up. And look at Sanson making that break down the left once more. Lineker poised in the middle. Webb coming up fast as well, and once again the keeper, playing his first international, has pulled off 2 very good saves, and his handling looks very, very sure. Stojkovic on the far side for Yugoslavia. Linaric in the mist on the far side. They claim a penalty. The referee thought hard about it and then said get up, and he's given a goal kick. And I think the referee was right. Sivegic, long ball forward looking for Vojovic, and Adams back to goalkeeper Peter Shilton. Robson, Barnes, space out there, Beardsley in the middle. Robson. Stevens. That's Vegic getting the ball clear to Bazdarevic. And now Stojkovic. Quarter of an hour to go in Bulgaria, and still Bulgaria 0, Scotland 0. A match that Scotland need to win if the Republic of Ireland are to progress to the European Championship finals. And Bazdarevic being called to the referee for the challenge on Trevor Stephen, and gets a final warning. Free kick to England. There's no way that England could continue with that goal-scoring theme that in the first 24 minutes produced 4 goals, but overall the performance has remained at a very, very high level. Webb to Sanson. Beardsley on the far side. Barnes, Sanson. They've combined really well down that left flank this afternoon. And a keeper's ball. And with half an hour gone in Prague, it's still 0-0 between Czechoslovakia and Wales. Kadanec. Again Kadanec. But here come England again with Trevor Stephen. Trying to get it through to Webb. Mlinaric. That should be Shilton's ball, and it is quite comfortably. Out for Barnes. Now Jankovic. And again some good work by the England defence, by Terry Butcher holding off the forward Mlinaric. Certainly all those doubts that surfaced in September when England were well and truly beaten by West Germany in Düsseldorf, they for the moment have been buried. And here's Trevor Stephen. It's a good-looking cross, and the keeper's lost it. Beardsley trying to regain it. And they get it back to Radakana at the second attempt. Bad news for Wales from Prague. The Czechs have now gone 1-0 ahead. Here's Vojevic. Solid defending again by Tony Adams. And a corner to Czechoslovakia. Only their second of the whole game. And we've played 20 minutes of the second half. No, it's not even a corner this time. The referee appeared to give it and then changed his mind, and it's a goal kick. Vojevic confused by that. Stevens. Well, is this a possibility for Yugoslavia? No, charged away. Jankovic with the shot and a goal kick. Just thinking, Brian, just deliberating where there was all the speculation. If England lost, what would Bobby Robson's future be, and so on. That is very, very secure at the moment, as indeed it should have been, whether we won, drew or lost, I would have thought.
True, but it'll be more secure now, and I think there'll be a few rewrites going on after the match as well, Brian, from a few of your journalistic colleagues over there. A few back pages will have to be scrapped now, which I'm delighted. They don't work hard enough as it is, and if they've got to rewrite their stories, I'm absolutely delighted.
Gary Stevens. Now Brian Robson just kept that in play for Trevor Stephen. Butcher. And onside. Beardsley played onside. And the little chip coming in. Can Trevor Stephen get to this one? No, he can't. He was played onside there by Mlinaric. But now Vojevic, the captain. Played left again for Mlinaric. Vojevic in there, that took a deflection. And in the end it was Gary Stevens who got it away. Halfway through the second half now. And England's domination of this European Championship game continues, even though they can't add to their first half scoreline of 4-0. Jankovic. Kazanic. Now Barnes, but the flag is up. Any further comments, Brian?
I was just talking to Nick here, Brian. We're getting a sound over on our television sets back home when it's in the England penalty area, and people could be forgiven if they thought it was a foghorn. But people who know the game and have worked with him, it's Peter Shilton shouting. And you can hear him coming across at all times. And despite the fact he's not had a shot to save for 60, 70 odd minutes, the work he's done with his vocal cords are nothing short of incredible. You can hear him now, actually, if you listen closely enough.
Well, there he is. And he might have a bit more than shouting to do right now, because there's a free kick given to Yugoslavia on the edge of the England penalty area. Vojevic, the captain. It's not only really misty here, but it's turned very cold as well now. And there's a lovely warm feeling in the England camp, those 4 goals to the good. There's the Rebic behind this one. And well saved by Shilton. Number 10, Bazdarevic with the shot, not troubling England's 38-year-old goalkeeper, Peter Shilton. Robson. Jankovic. Adams first to show for England, but did so with a push on Vojevic, and so the free kick's given to Yugoslavia, which they want to take quickly. Jankovic trying to get it through to Vojevic. And Vojevic almost there. It just had to fall for him, and Yugoslavia had a goal on the plate, but it just fell that foot behind him, and England were able to escape. Bazdarevic again. Jankovic. Stojkovic on the far side. Jankovic. That looks as though it had to be out of play and a goal kick, and indeed it was. The French linesman on the far side with his flag up. So if you've just come in with 26 minutes of the second half gone, England so comfortably placed, 4 goals to 0. Beardsley, Barnes, Robson and Adams, all in the first 24 minutes of the game here in the Red Star Stadium in Belgrade. Good jump there by Webb. Stephen won't get to that one, but it's an England throw. And there's no doubt about it, England expected to come here to play in a white-hot atmosphere, and there was every indication that would be the case in the first few minutes, until Peter Beardsley punctured it all with that opening goal for England. And then Barnes, Robson and Adams piled in with 3 more. And now really it's a fairly subdued Yugoslav crowd and a fairly subdued Yugoslav team as well. Still 0-0 between Bulgaria and Scotland in Sofia. Adams, Robson. Gary Stevens didn't get to it quite. It was a good block challenge. And a throw to England. Good break there by Neil Webb. spotted the possibility as well, but Hadzibegic gets it back to his substitute goalkeeper, Radaka, with Ravnic having gone off at half-time, having been beaten 4 times, but also had a pretty unpleasant nose injury after a clash with Gary Lineker. Stojkovic. It's with Beardsley, and now with Robson. Beardsley. Still got it in, and Hadzibegic and his keeper make the clearance. Robson in quickly, but he was pushing on Katanic. And we gather that Mackay has scored for Scotland in Sofia. They've gone a goal up. Remember, a Scottish victory puts the Republic of Ireland into the European Championship finals. And Robson is the injured England player. And it looks as though it may be a yellow card, just that the referee has got out here. And that was a brutal challenge into the back of Brian Robson. Get an appearance of what the massive Red Star Stadium is like here. And there's a whole host of people around behind one of the goals, moving away from a certain area and towards where the English fans are standing. I hope there's not going to be a problem there. Smoke bombs are going off as well. And Robson is coming off. Well, he seems to be walking quite comfortably. Maybe it's just a precautionary measure, and it'll be Peter Reid, I think, who's coming on. Yes, Peter Reid has stripped off. Who's having a tremendous season with Everton. So Peter Reid on and Brian Robson off. Well, they don't come any more competitive than Peter Reid. He'll keep this momentum going for England. 4-0 to the good. And Terry Butcher then with the free kick. England having pushed everybody except Tony Adams and Peter Shilton now into the Yugoslav half of the field. Well, that drops into no man's land and is easy for Vujovic. Sanson. Stephen. Free kick then to England. Taken by Butcher. Can Stevens get in? Stephen rather get in on the line side there, and well, Lineker was right in there, almost looking for that goal, and it goes away for another corner to England. Which Stephen will take. Beardsley's made a little break towards him. Stephen, who's had a marvellous game for England, gets another corner. I make it about another 12 minutes left. England are sure as anything can be of appearing now in those European Championships finals in West Germany next summer. Here come Yugoslavia. Offside flag is up. There's the story of the game. 4-0 to England, with the goal scorers on the left. And I tell you, in that hectic and bewildering and blistering opening 24 minutes, you really had to cock an eye once or twice in that direction to be sure that it really was that way. Lineker on the far side. Still Gary Lineker, trying to play it wide for Peter Beardsley. Yugoslavia get it away. Jankovic. Azdarevic. Mlinaric. Barnes right back helping out, even at the expense of a corner. Yugoslavia's corner. Oh, they've got one back. And Kadenic, the big midfield player, gets in with the header. And Yugoslavia bring it back to 4-1. Out jumping Gary Stevens, beating Peter Shilton. 4-1. So a consolation there for the host team, but little more than that really. Good jump though by Kadenic, well-timed header, downward header, always difficult for the goalkeeper. And England have now brought on another substitute. Glenn Hoddle's on. And Scotland have beaten Bulgaria by 1-0. And the news of Brian Robson, incidentally, is that he's just taken a knock on the calf. It's not serious, and he has merely come off as a precaution. So Hoddle now on for England, in place of Neil Webb. Sanson gets it back to Peter Shilton. News flying in from all directions, and half-time now in Prague. It's Czechoslovakia 1, Wales 0. So it's tremendous news for the Republic of Ireland with that Scottish victory in Bulgaria. Jack Charlton will be delighted about that, of course. Kaljic to Jankovic. Too little, too late, surely, for Yugoslavia. Bojovic. About 8 minutes left. Hoddle. Stevens. Hoddle again. Gary Stevens. Trevor Steven. Hoddle outside him. And hit straight at the keeper. Jankovic. Bojovic. Foul given against Trevor Steven, and a free kick to Yugoslavia. With just 7 minutes remaining now. And here come England, John Barnes. It would be good to get a goal in this second half as well. Beardsley. Sanson's made a good, brave dart down the left once more. And Beardsley has played it back into him as well. Sanson trying to get it back. Here come Yugoslavia. Vojovic is up. And here he is. Played in towards Jankovic. But some good covering by Tony Adams. 21, the youngest man in the England side. So smiles from Neil Webb and from Brian Robson, both been substituted with Peter Reid and Glenn Hoddle on. Kadenic, scorer of the opening Yugoslav goal. Stojkovic. Kadenic. Hadzibegic, Nenaric, Kadenic, Nenaric, Kadenic right in there. England get it away. And here's John Barnes. Played almost lazily there for Peter Reid. Off he gallops now, and he's got Lineker up. Hoddle's come up with fresh legs as well on this near side. Will it come for Lineker? Frustratingly it won't, but he still gets it through to Hoddle. And on the far side is Beardsley. And a foul there, and a free kick given to Yugoslavia, which they've taken quickly, and they're away again. Nenaric. And a chance here for them on the far side. Stojkovic. Corner to Yugoslavia. Coming with a late flurry with 5 minutes left, but the game is up as far as they're concerned. 4-1 down. 4-1 then to England. Here's the corner for Yugoslavia. And England whack it away out of the mist. And it's with Vojovic. Hadzibegic. Nenaric. Good work by Hoddle. Trevor Steven. Got Beardsley up there, Lineker up there, Steven again receiving. Barnes on the far side. They're all steaming forward now for England. Here's John Barnes. The whistle had gone, and a free kick to Yugoslavia. Again taken quickly. Kadenic. Jankovic. Kadenic. There's Hoddle's header. Reid. To Steven. Space ahead of him. Lineker supporting. Hoddle coming up fast as well, still with Trevor Steven. Beardsley on the far side too. Maybe he's gone too far. He's going to pick out John Barnes. Now Beardsley. Barnes. Some 3 minutes or so remaining. John Barnes for England. Cross is in. The keeper, who favours fisting whenever he can, gets that one away with his fist, and then gets it back again from Kadenic. I'm just thinking, Brian Clough, it's a long time since we've seen such an overall impressive England performance away from home as this.
One full of confidence, and it'll stand us in good stead confidence-wise for the next 6 or 7 or 8 months, Brian, when we go to Germany, because you'd be amazed at how much confidence a display like this gives individuals. You know, I saw a little bit of extra bounce in Neil Webb after he'd come back, having worn an England shirt for the first time. And now that Bobby Robson's got this nearly established side together, they will show this, not arrogance, but there's a touch of it, and rightly so. Nobody's good at the jobs without this touch of arrogance. We've seen it in Chilton, the guy who's got the ball now for the last 20 years.
Well, his throw finds Kenny Sanson. Barnes. Coming towards the last minute now. Reed. Stephen. Kadenic. Bojovic. Maljic. Hadzibegic. 1 minute left. Playing out the last formalities, really, of this European Championship group. As Durevic bowled over there, and a free kick to Yugoslavia. The one game that's left in Turkey next month is really now of no importance. Kadenic.